It a go fit when the time come. Some are go charge for corruption. Oh yes.
Why, Bolo? A while ago. Some are go charge for corruption.
It a go fit when the time come. Some are go charge for corruption.
Keisha, I'm in the next Prime Minister, whether by 1 p.m. or noon. As far as me is concerned, I'm a Prime Minister already. I'm a Prime Minister already. On the 3rd will only be the day when it is formally confirmed that Mark Jefferson Golden will be walking to Jamaica House and to lead all of us here, Raymond, Alfred, and myself, as the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. Comrades, I am proud, really proud, to have with me in Portmore Comrade Price and Comrade Dawes as colleague members of Parliament come September 3rd when you vote. Comrades, we have been traveling a long journey to develop in this space called Portmore. Not just for building sake and doing this, but towards creating a better quality of life for the people of Jamaica who reside in this piece of Jamaica called Portmore. I want to applaud the mayor and the councillors of the municipality. All 9 of them. Because the truth is, it is their work as municipal leaders that are central to the organized, disciplined development of Portmore. But that development could have been much further advanced if we have a caring, responsive central government that can work in partnership with the local authority and the members of Parliament. Comrades, I have been with you for a little while. Them add up some number the other day, Comrade Leader, and them said come up to 7 terms. I thought it was just 2 terms because I'm just ready for start. So the next one will be the 8th. But quite frankly, comrades, I would not have remained Member of Parliament for 7 terms if it wasn't for you. You all in South St. Catherine, and indeed, some of you comrades who are now in East Central St. Catherine, it is you who caused me to be where I am. You are the ones who made me and kept me a Member of Parliament for the People's National Party here in Portmore. And for that, I am eternally grateful. I am grateful. You have made sacrifice, each and every one of you, for the PNP and for me as your standard bearer, election after election. And you never flinch, even in difficult times. And I'm very more heartened to see how you have demonstrated your readiness to stand with me.
Embarrassing.
Another term. I serve only 1 term at a time. I don't run ahead of myself. 1 term at a time. But comrades, it has been lonely being the only PNP over here. I'm going to beg of you, please end my loneliness and give me these two other comrades. If you really want to make me a happy man, I want you to deliver Comrade Price and Comrade Dawes. You see, Comrade Dawes, I hear you say that at your place on a Monday, I come over there. Boy, him not come my side at all, you know. Me I wonder what me do the man. Him don't even look over south. And we never put up no wall. That's not true. Let me rephrase that. We put up a wall of comrades in South St. Catherine that they have realized that they can't jump over. Comrades, this election is perhaps one of the most crucial elections in a very long time. Definitely since I have been Member of Parliament. The choices we have are very clear. Whether we want Jamaica to be led by one of our own who is of integrity, that anywhere we travel in the world and our relatives abroad, we are not afraid to say our Prime Minister is Mark Jefferson Golden. There are too many Jamaicans living abroad that have spoken to me and said, Comrade Jackson, I am embarrassed to say I am a Jamaican. No wonder certain person, Makeda, you come back for come work for me again and the PNP. Enough love, my sister. Makeda is like my daughter, you know, a Sunday daughter. Only one little thing. My one a little older than Fim one. He look a little bit more crumpy, like a couple more years ahead of Fim. That's how I know I know my one him up, because my one a little more crump up than his. It have a little age. But desperation causes people to do desperate things. And that is what happened. Comrades, Raymond Price made the point. We have been on the road from before midday. And you know, talk about being on the road a long time and not being weary. I hear them say some weeks ago that them a work we out and we're going to get weary and we're going to get tired. Me tell a man, you know, if you want to see the worst side of me, try push me in a corner. At that time, he fight like a lion, right? With blood in my eye. But after all, I am a blood and fire comrade. Comrade, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I have the pleasure, the privilege of being the last person to introduce Mark Jefferson Golden before he assumed the office of Prime Minister in Portmore at a public forum. Comrades, I bring to you your Prime Minister, my Prime Minister, our Prime Minister.
Easy. you feeling, Portmore? Comrade Chairman of the meeting, the effervescent, delightful Keisha Lewis. All of the comrades on the platform. Your Worship the Mayor, the veteran general, 7-star, Fitz Jackson. Next, Member of Parliament for East Central St. Catherine, the brilliant and vibrant, loquacious and articulate Raymond Price. And the next Member of Parliament for South East St. Catherine, the man who has the knowledge of the health industry and the man who's coming to serve you well, a great young Jamaican, Dr. Alfred Dawes. First of all, comrades, I want to thank each and every one who came on this tour today and who is here this evening at this gathering. I love you too, my love. Love you too. What it shows me is that Portmore is solid as a rock and ready to deliver victory for the People's National Party. And you have 3 wonderful candidates putting themselves forward to represent you in Parliament. When they were trying their shenanigans with this parish argument, without consulting the people of Portmore in a real way, with their corrupt mentality articulated over a hot mic by the one they call Everall Warmington, that it was all about gerrymandering to give them a better chance of winning the St. Catherine Parish Council. I drew for the veteran Fitz Jackson and put him in charge in the shadow cabinet of Portmore affairs. And he did not let me down. We work well together. We complement each other. And we designed an effective strategy to make sure that that could not happen. I am well pleased in Fitz Jackson. In Comrade Alfred Dawes, you have one of Jamaica's finest young consultants, medical practitioners, a real doctor, not a man with a doctorate who's really only good at public relations. Them fret when Alfred Dawes puts out his releases or his videos because he speaks the truth, but he does it in a way that makes it very, very effective. And it's him bust the drill scandal when he found out and got the paperwork to support his findings that a surgical drill that should cost between $3 or $4 million was purchased by the government from a company, 80% of the shares in which are held by a JLP MP, close associate of Andrew Holness, for over $30 million. Exposing the kind of rip-off mentality that is running Jamaica under the Jamaica Labour Party, and that is keeping our people in poverty and is keeping our people in separation. And in Raymond Price, you have a man with a creative mind, a man who can defend the party in his public oratory, and a man who is a shrewd politician. I am well pleased with the slate of candidates we have in Portmore. And like how you delivered last year, February, a wonderful victory in the local government elections, giving Comrade Leon Thomas a famous victory to be the mayor of the city municipality and giving us a vast majority in the council for Portmore. I'm asking you, please, to do it again. Do it for yourselves, your families, do it for Portmore, and do it for Jamaica. Comrades, the journey to the point we're at now, at the cusp of the next general election, was not an easy journey for the People's National Party. When we came through the 2020 elections, we were badly beaten. The COVID election. The party had a lot of issues internally. And I want to personally thank each and every comrade on the platform here for playing their part in helping me to unite this movement and make it the strong, powerful political organization that it is today. Comrades, we all know that unity is strength. And I can safely say without fear of contradiction that our party is united and strong and ready to take Jamaica forward to a better place with a better quality of life for all our people. Comrades, we are not vindictive people. We don't victimize people. We recognize all Jamaicans. Whether you are Labourite, you are no P, you don't have to fret. Because under the People's National Party government, decisions will be made that are in the best interest of Jamaica land we love. And that are fair and equitable for all. We're not going to discriminate. So you are safe with us. Undecided voters, you have a big decision to make. Do you want to have a third term as a reward for corruption in this land? Do you want to have a third term as a reward for our reputation being besmirched by the fact that we have a prime minister who is under investigation for a serious corruption offense? Do you want to have a Jamaica where you have a government committed to accountability, to transparency, to efficient government, to eliminating waste? Each one of us on this platform has signed the Leadership Code of Conduct of the Integrity Commission. We are committed to the 7 principles of good governance and international best practice, standards that are accepted across the world as being the standards that anybody putting themselves forward to represent the people in public life should adhere to and should live up to. Not one Labourite has signed it, comrades. They do not deserve to run Jamaica any longer. It's time for us to serve the people and serve them with integrity and serve them with honor and decency. Now, comrades, you've heard our platform. You've heard our policies. We published our manifesto. The Labourites took a long time to publish theirs. Eventually, they came up with something. We published our People's Guide, which was a summary of our manifesto with 1 or 2 little pieces of icing on the cake. The people of Jamaica have heard what we have to offer. In the debate, I was asked how we would pay for our plans and programs. I pointed out how we would do so. The Fiscal Commissioner, 2 days ago, published an important letter confirming that with the adoption of the System of National Accounts 2008, the measurement of the country's GDP had meant that at the end of last fiscal year, March 31, 2025, our debt to GDP ratio had actually fallen to 62%. And that in the course of this current fiscal year, by the end of it, in March 2026, it is extremely likely that we would have achieved our 60% debt to GDP target, which the country has been struggling to achieve for 13 years. Under Portia Simpson Miller, we started that journey and we have finally arrived now. What this means, comrades, is that there will be additional resources released from the primary surplus target that will enable us to finance our program. Before he published that, we were committed to financing it, but it would have been much harder. Now that we have had that good news, it makes it even more achievable, easier to deal with. And we're looking forward to delivering on the program that we've committed to Jamaica. Land reform, to give titles to 700,000 Jamaicans currently living on public land, where the colonial era law, which requires 60 years of occupation before you can become an owner, We're going to change that and reduce it to 25 years. That is going to result in the greatest transfer of ownership to the people of Jamaica in the history of this country. Our social and economic agenda is one of liberation. We will be eliminating the abuse of contract work, where persons are kept like a yo-yo on a string on short-term contracts without any security in their job and without the benefits that the laws of Jamaica are designed to ensure that they have. We're going to put an end to that. We're going to help working families have it that much easier by increasing the tax threshold to 3.5 million a year, so that on the first 3.5 million of your earnings, you don't pay tax in Jamaica. And if you're working and you earn overtime, whether in the private sector or the public sector, you could be a security guard, you could be a police officer, you could be a nurse or a fireman or whatever you are, your overtime pay will no longer be taxed if you're earning under $6 million a year. And for the hotel workers and those who work in the hospitality industry, and a big part of their income is tips or gratuity, we're going to remove the tax on that as well, because we're committed to making this life on this rock more easy, more bearable, and more productive for our people, so they have money to survive and live a decent life, and they can help to build the economy and take it forward. Comrades, we have a number of other policies and programs. Important policies in agriculture, critical policies in education, critical policies to uplift youth and give youth a chance, critical policies to help persons with disabilities step out and become full citizens of this country, because they will have the support they need, so they have access to everything that a citizen should have. These are vital things, comrades. But most important of all, we are going to be reintroducing integrity into the center of governance and eliminating the graft and corruption, which is a dismal feature of the current government. We're going to be introducing impeachment legislation so that a member of parliament cannot be caught in a public car park on video with a big stool beating up a woman and nothing don't come out of it. No. That will no longer be the case, because people will be held accountable for their behavior if they bring the office of parliamentarian into disrepute. For those who can't explain their income and have unexplained wealth, they will be held accountable through unexplained wealth orders. And we will support the institutions that uphold transparency and accountability in the country. The Integrity Commission, the Financial Investigations Division, and so on. And we are going to change this ridiculous situation that they've created by making the commissioners of the Electoral Commission the political ombudsman, which is not an appropriate merger of functions. The commissioners of the Electoral Commission are supposed to oversee the electoral system to make sure that the elections in this country are free and fair, and the necessary arrangements are administered by the Electoral Office of Jamaica in a manner that the people can have confidence in. Their job is not to adjudicate on very contentious matters during an election period, which is what the political ombudsman was set up to do, to turn down tensions and make sure that we don't have a return to the kind of political violence that was such a problem for Jamaica for so many years. The Labourites have undermined that institution by merging it into the ECJ, and are endangering the ECJ at the same time by giving them those functions which they shouldn't have. We are going to restore the political ombudsman to an independent office, and we're going to put it in the Constitution as well, which was a commitment from a long time, which has not been delivered. So, comrades, we will have work to do when we're in government to deliver on our program. But I'm looking forward to doing it. I'm not afraid of work, as you can tell. They thought I'd run out of gas long time, but I come, it just come, because on the election day, September the 3rd, I will be ready to assume my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica, to serve them as their head of government. So, comrades, in closing, I just ask all of you, remember what Michael Manley said. We are not for sale, comrades. We are not for sale. They will try and influence your decisions on election day by some chump change, some little money that in a week or less will be done, and then you'll have 5 years of bad government, and your children will be suffering the consequences, and your grandchildren as well, of that bad decision. That is why Michael Manley said it, and I repeat it tonight. We are not for sale. And if they come with their intimidation, remember that we are blood and fire, comrades. The word is love, and we're not looking at any antagonism or aggression of any kind. But we will stand firm. We will stand firm if we are under any pressure, because we believe in democracy and we want to know one man, one vote, one woman, one vote is what is going to happen on the 3rd of September. Free and fair elections is what we demand, and we're not going to back off from that. So comrades, all I can say is, you look like you're ready. You look like you're ready for Alfred Dawes. You look like you're ready for Raymond Price. I know that you're ready for Fitz Jackson. And I believe that you're ready for Iman, Marky G, Mark Jefferson Golding. Comrades, power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. One love, comrades. God bless you.